It is officially spring. A new month is approaching, so let's see which new books are coming our way this April. This upcoming month is going to be a huge one for romances. It really marks the beginning of that summer slate of romance reads that'll propel us through the warm months. There are plenty of sequels, but there are also some really interesting debut novels that I'm looking forward to. So, starting off on April 1st, April Fool's Day, we are no fools though, the next Abby Jimenez book is coming out. Say You'll Remember Me follows a veterinarian and a woman who brings a cat to his care that she hopes he can rescue. So they do not hit it off at first, but they go on an amazing first date. She says afterwards that she cannot date him because she's dealing with family issues, and it kind of goes off from there. So I remember reading the first chapter or two of this book at the end of the situationship, and I was pretty into it, so I'm really excited for this one, as I am with, every new Abby Jimenez book that comes out. Also on April 1st is Any Trope But You. This novel is a debut, and it follows a best-selling romance author who flees to Alaska. She's trying to reinvent herself and write her first murder mystery. That's because she actually does not believe in her happily ever afters that she's been writing. Well, maybe the man who helps out his family at the Alaskan resort that she's staying at can change her mind. On April 8th is Enchantra, which is the follow-up to Phantasma. That was a really big romantasy title from last year. Now, I get Phantasma wasn't really everyone's cup of tea, but it definitely was mine. I really loved the New Orleans setting, and that really had some amazing vibes. It really set the mood for the deadly games that were going on. So Enchantra moves on to Italy, and it follows Genevieve, who is Ophelia's sister. Also on April 8th is Passion Project, which is another debut romance. This one is getting really good reviews. It is about a woman who is in a rut. She's really directionless. She's kind of a mess, and she stands up a guy on a first date. Well, they end up running into each other, and she declares that she's really not in a good mindset for dating right now. So he says, cool, we can be friends, and he offers to help her find her passion in life. So they set off on having an adventure every weekend in order to help her find her passion. Kind of reminds me of Promise Me Sunshine and the bucket list that the two main characters were ticking off. This one is supposed to have great banter, and some of the reviews are calling London Sperry, the author, the Gen Z Emily Henry. Those are some big shoes to fill, but I'm eager to see if Passion Project can live up to the hype. Coming out on April 15th is Wild and Wrangled, which is the fourth book in Lila Sage's Rebel Blue Ranch series. This one, of course, is highly anticipated. The journey follows Cam and Dusty, who have been mentioned quite a bit in the previous books, so I'm really eager to see what their journey holds. I've really enjoyed this whole series. They're just really fun, quick, spicy cowboy romances. Also on the 15th is Bitter Texas Honey. This book is being described as the Royal Tenenbaums meets Fleabag, so that, of course, makes me take notice. The book is a satire about a woman who grew up in Texas, but she doesn't really fit in with the Austin liberals or her conservative family. She's also a writer, which that's her passion, and she sets off to make sure she writes a book before her ex finishes his own book. So based on the reviews, this book is really love it or hate it. It being a satire, it sounds like the protagonist is really unlikable on purpose, which reminds me of the main protagonist in Yellowface by R.F. Kuang. It was really propulsive, but you really learned a lot based on how awful she was. So I'm intrigued because I really did like Yellowface. The description also kind of makes me think about Margot's Got Money Troubles because there's just a lot of random things going on in the book. So I'm intrigued. I will report back. Moving on to April 22nd, we've got another big one, the next Emily Henry book, Great Big Beautiful Life. This book follows two writers who are competing to write the memoir of a reclusive, ultra-famous heiress. Based on the reviews, it sounds like this book is going to have a different approach than her other novels. It's supposed to be a bit less of a romance, a bit more of a family drama, family saga. So I'm definitely interested to see how that turns out. Speaking of family drama, The Bright Years is a debut that's getting some comparisons to Claire Lombardo. This book follows 4 generations of a family that has some secrets, and it's told through 3 different points of view. So that makes me wonder if it's kind of similar to Real Americans, which was also told through 3 different perspectives. On April 29th is another debut, Favorite Daughter. This book is described as darkly funny. It is about 2 estranged sisters who are unknowingly thrown together by their problematic father's dying wish. One sister is a therapist, and then the other is her patient. So they don't know that the other exists and they don't know that they're related. So I imagine a lot of drama ensues after that. Lastly is a nonfiction called Poets Square. This one is a memoir from Courtney Gustafson. She moved into a rental house in Arizona. It had 30 feral cats that she didn't know about. So this follows her journey from being reluctant to take care of these cats to becoming a cat rescuer, and she spreads awareness about the problem of feral cats in neighborhoods across the country. So I'm interested in checking out her journey, and it is getting amazing reviews online. So these are the books I'm looking forward to the most this April. Please let me know what books you're looking forward to, and don't forget to also follow me on Instagram and TikTok at BookTrovertBliss. Have a good day, everyone.